Are you tired of feeling tired? Are you struggling with vitality and constantly feeling burnt out? And does your body just not feel great? Join hosts Monique Bradley and advocate for natural medicine Lynette Hill from My Remedy as they explore the issues, interview industry professionals, and share bite-sized tips on how to own your health. We're live in the studio tonight with special guest Kohei Iguchi. It's Health Bites, bite-sized pieces of health and wellness information so you can own your health. Hello, good evening. Welcome to the Your Fix TV studio. I'm your host this evening. I'm Monique Bradley, and I am delighted to launch tonight's show with our other host. This is Lynette Hill from My Remedy. Kia ora, Lynette.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm good, really
Excellent,
good.
Excellent. Now, Lynette Hill, if you haven't met her before, Lynette is in fact a registered naturopath, owner and clinical director of My Remedy Clinic, public speaker, clinic supervisor in natural medicine, and is your host of Health Bites TV. What an exciting night we've got ahead of us.
It is.
Now, we also have another lovely guest on the couch tonight. This is Kohei Iguchi, also from My Remedy. Welcome to the couch.
Thank you.
Lovely to have you here. And we're going to hear more from you throughout the show. Is that right?
Sounds great. Yeah.
Excellent, excellent. Look, there's been a lot of anticipation about the show and so many people interested in talking about health. At My Remedy, what are you seeing when people are walking into your clinic?
Well, we see a wide variety of people with a great range of conditions. Most people are coming in to tweak their health. So we're seeing things like bloating, adrenal fatigue, issues dealing with stress, trouble sleeping, headaches, food intolerances, allergies, eczema. That's a really big one, which Kohei can talk into later. So just a wide range of dis-ease.
Great. Well, not great, but no. Yeah, it's amazing to hear such a broad range of people living with discomfort. So that's what we want to talk about with the show. Now, we are actually live here in the Your Fix TV studio. I have a computer set up right beside me. I can see who's watching. Hello to you. Feel free to send in your messages into the newsfeed because we're actually here to help you if you do have any concerns and you may have some questions for the experts. So let's delve into tonight's topic, and this has been a real big one with many people asking about their gut. Tonight's topic, and what we'll be talking about for the next 3 weeks here, is gut health. Oh, Lynette, gut health is a big one for natural medicine, right?
It is. As a naturopath particularly, we consider the gut to be the centre of health, and we spend an awful lot of time asking about it, learning about it, and trying to help the gut. It does our digestion, it's involved with our gut brain, so it works with our emotions, it supports our entire body, and it's actually the seat of our immune response.
Right, so it's quite a big part of our overall
It's a really
wellness.
Big deal, yeah.
Excellent. So first of all, you've mentioned the term naturopath, and I know we've talked about natural medicine. Firstly, what actually is natural medicine?
So natural medicine means we're not dealing with synthetic medicine. We are looking at what we can use in our diet and lifestyle, supplementation to trigger the body's response to heal. We're looking at what we can put into our life and take out of our life to make us more healthy. So we're not a doctor. We do not diagnose disease. That we have doctors for that, thank goodness.
Yes.
And they work with disease and do a very good job of it. What we do is work with the organ that's saying, help me. It might be my liver or my gut. And we say, what can we do nutritionally to support that organ to work better?
Excellent. So my understanding is that the field of natural medicine isn't just naturopathy or homeopathy. It's quite a broad spectrum of modalities. Is that right?
Yeah, it covers a whole range of other fields. So it can be things like chiropractics. It can be Reiki massage or other nutritionists as well. Yeah, a whole range of people.
Counselors, hypnotherapy, budget advisors if that's the issue.
Wow.
But it's people not using medicine. And it's people who are physically not doing any harm either.
Excellent. So it really is a wide variety in natural medicine. And you would probably consider it to be a health team of sorts? Would that be right?
Absolutely. And no, we're going to talk about My Remedy later, but the clinic that we have is very much a team approach. So we are patient-based. So when a patient comes in, we're going to look at, is it naturopathy that you need?
Right.
Or do you need to talk to someone more about diet? Do you need massage? Do you need to visit our homeopath and have an acute remedy? So we look at our patient and we go, what's best for them? And that's the whole field of natural medicine. If we can't help, we're looking to those other
Great
people.
stuff, because I know there's a lot of people who have been asking that very question, and in fact I can see there's several people watching in the news feed. Now, just a shout out to you, if you do have any questions at all, because I'm just checking the news feed right now, feel free to send your questions in. If you want to know anything about natural medicine, or as we talk about tonight's topic, if you do have any questions, or maybe you're experiencing some of the symptoms we're going to be talking about, send in a message in the news feed. That's what this show is all about. Now, we do need to jump into the legal stuff. There's a certain amount we can and can't say on screen, but I really want you guys to know that this show is not here to give you a diagnosis. This show is actually here to inform you about the options available to you and to allow you to ask questions about those options. We will not give you specific medical advice or diagnose disease. But it is important that if you do have any medical concerns, please, please, please contact your medical professional. All the information is there on the screen for you. Look, do seek assistance if you need it. We're here, we've got your back, and we'll help steer you in the right direction. So, Lynette, as we were preparing for the launch of the show, one of the things that you actually discussed with me was a concept around a health ladder. Now, this was really new to me, and I really love this analogy, and I thought maybe tonight we can share this with everybody watching so they can understand how natural medicine kind of grows and where you fit on that health ladder.
Sure, Monique. The ladder of health, and I've got a little bit of a different attitude to a ladder where I don't want to be at the top where I'm swinging around and feeling really quite nervous and anxious.
Okay. Yeah.
I want to have my feet securely planted on the ground.
Great.
So through natural medicine, particularly through naturopathic principles, because that's what I can speak into.
Yes.
We're talking about having a really healthy diet, good water, good food, real food, no fad stuff here, lifestyle, good relationships, your finances are under control, pretty perfect really, and just able to get through the day with good energy and sleep at night and do everything easily.
Yes, sounds great. So the bottom rung of that layer, you've pretty much, of the ladder I should say, you've pretty much stated there, you've got your feet firmly on the ground. So that's feeling good. No worries.
No wobbles.
Excellent. We like that a lot. Let's look up to the next rung.
So this is where you just might need what I call condensed nutrients, which are vitamins and multivitamins. Sometimes you might think, gosh, I might just need a probiotic or some vitamin C or just a little something to tweak it so that I can stay firmly on the ground. So you might just need a wee bit of help there. And this is where people start looking, I'm a little bit stressed. What are you using, Monique, that you always look so vibrant? Oh, some B vitamins or something like that. So, and maybe a little bit of Google searching.
Oh yeah, that sounds like me.
not too much Dr. Google, please.
Excellent. So the next rung of that ladder.
This is generally where we start to see people as health practitioners. People are starting to live with symptoms. They've got constant tiredness or difficulty sleeping. They're often bloated. They might have the symptoms of IBS, which is sometimes you can go to the toilet too often, sometimes you're a little bit stopped up. You might start having some skin issues or some issues around your periods. Things are just starting to go a little bit wobbly. And this is when we'd be asking you to go and see a medical professionist, and we would hope that you'd look into the natural field there. Or this is when you go and see your doctor and say, please diagnose this and tell me what's going on.
And ask for those tests to be done.
Yeah.
And the top rung of that ladder.
Well, this is a scary, scary place to be, and it's wobbly. You know what it's like at the top of the ladder.
Yeah.
So this is when you have diagnosed disease and you may be being medicated for it, or it really be in the medical system. Now, that's really important at this point on the ladder, that you follow all the advice of your medical advisors, your doctor, your health care team. But also at this point, it's important to remember that you can have some more help. So a naturopath or a chiropractor or someone who's trained to work alongside your medical team to support your health no matter where you're at.
Excellent. So the goal is really to get down to the bottom, right?
Come back down the ladder and be really well supported.
Excellent. I love that description. I really feel it's a really easy to understand description. So thank you for sharing that. And look, if you are watching, send us in your messages. I do have to say a shout out to Debbie Curtis and Abby Leaf who are watching tonight. Kia ora to you. We would love to hear from you if you've got any complaints. Not just you two, but other people watching. If you've got any symptoms that you might be living with, or something during that description has really resonated with you, we want to hear from you. So tonight's topic is really talking about gut health, isn't it?
It is.
But before we delve into that, now, there's a bit of a backstory here. We are really excited about working with Power Clinic, which is part of the South Pacific College of Natural Medicine. Now, you both are graduates of the South Pacific College of Natural Medicine, is that right?
That's right.
Exciting times. So probably a few of you are thinking, what is this college you speak of and what is the Power Clinic? So Lynette, do you want to give us a quick
I do.
announcement
I
about
do.
it?
So South Pacific College of Natural Medicine is a teaching PTE, so that where you're doing a Bachelor of Natural Medicine. And the Power Clinic is where you do your final year of practical training under supervisors. So Robin's going to come in and tell us a wee bit about that now.
Excellent. So we've got a quick video for you describing all about the Power Clinic.
Welcome to Power Clinic. I'm Robin Carruthers, the Clinic Director. The Power Clinic is a student clinic at the South Pacific College of Natural Medicine. We've got two main functions here. One is to give our students a really good educational experience. They're the ones who staff the clinic and they are supervised by experienced practitioners, naturopaths and medical herbalists. Our other role, which is more important, is to provide the community with affordable natural health care. So we have free visits for under 6-year-old children and for people over 65, and our other adult normal fees are heavily subsidised. We see a whole range of people here at Power Clinic, people who've got just minor health complaints, who want to look at a wellness plan, right through to people who are on a range of medications and have quite serious health conditions. A lot of people think with natural health care that if you're taking medications, you can't go to a naturopath. But in fact, we're very careful to take that into account and to work around it and support people while they are taking medications that they need to take. So if this sounds like it might be of interest to you, please give us a call and we'll look forward to seeing you and to helping you on your health journey.
That was great. It's so good to hear what they're doing. And look, if you want to get in touch, here's the contact details on your screen. Do get in touch with the clinic if you are looking at starting your journey into natural medicine. It's a great place to start. It's cost effective. I mean, free for under what?
Under 5, so under 6. So
Under
it's free
6.
healthcare for your children, it's free healthcare for the elderly, and then the everything in between is highly subsidised.
Amazing.
It's just fantastic, the difference that we see being made in people's lives. So,
Yeah,
it's
truly
a really
amazing.
good start.
And what a great school for people wanting to delve into natural medicine as well. That school experience, how was that for you?
Oh, it's just a beautiful place. The whole building and the actual structure of the whole school is amazing. You get some really nice herbal garden as well.
Yes.
So we do a lot of our herbal medicine or agricultural side of things there.
Yes.
So that's really fun, and the teachers are just really friendly and very interactive with you, so that you get almost like a one-on-one sort of tutoring, which is just fantastic.
Excellent.
You know, I used to study at Auckland Uni, and I used to be in a classroom of about 200 people.
Wow.
So there's quite a contrast, and you
difference.
just feel like one of the numbers. Whereas at South Pacific, you're really there as a person, and they treat you like a person. So
That's awesome.
Yeah.
But look, we love hearing that. And that's what this community show is really about. It's about giving you guys a voice, talking to you about the options. And because we're live, you can actually message in at any time. So if you do hear anything that you want to hear more about, flick in those questions to us, send them in. I've got the news feeds right here. Tracy Marie Huia just said, awesome, something for one, truly need. Well,
Great.
Tracy Marie, honestly, it's really cost effective. I think it's going to be great. And I know you're living with some health conditions. And look, I'd love to see the students at South Pacific helping you. So do get in touch with them. That number was just on the screen before, but you can go back and watch the show again and find out all the details. Okay. It is time to move into tonight's topic. So we are speaking this month about gut health. Now, at first I thought when we were talking to Lynette about the show, a month on gut health, I mean, what's there to know? You get a bit of bloating, you might get some diarrhea, let's be honest. You know, if something doesn't agree with you. Is there more to gut health than bloating and diarrhea? And that's why we thought we'd get the experts on the couch. So first of all, Lynette, let's talk. What is gut health?
So gut health means it's working well. It's a great big organ, and it really starts here and ends up downstairs.
Right,
okay,
perfect.
so there's quite a lot of places that need to be correct in there. So we're looking at the physical aspect of it. So your skin, your inside skin, is that healthy? Is everything working? Is it hydrated so that it can actually push things through so it's not too painful the next day? Is digestion working for you? Is your flora correct? There are so many aspects of it that are important.
Okay, that's really good to know. Jorge, I'm going to put you on the spot.
Oh, great! I was ready for this.
I know, right? With gut health, you know, you're seeing a variety of different people coming into My Remedy. You know, I know that your specialist area is skin, but skin and what happens on the skin is obviously an outward manifestation of what's going on inside, right?
That's correct. Yeah.
So, how important is gut health with you being that sort of skin specialist?
Oh, very much so. And you know, some of the things that I sort of experienced myself was, you know, the gut really playing a role in terms of what pushes out the skin. So your gut and your urinary system are your primary elimination channels. So that's where you excrete toxins.
Oh, wow.
Now, if those things are not working correctly, sometimes your body chooses another elimination channel, which is your skin. Yeah, so
I
that's where you
did not
sweat.
know that.
Yeah. So if the gut shuts down and say your liver and your kidneys are not working very well,
Yes.
then and especially if you have what's called a leaky gut syndrome, where some of your basically your gut lumen becomes a little bit leaky, and some of the contents of the gut starts to leak into the bloodstream. And when that happens, it starts to travel around your body and starts to push out. So you can get things like eczema. Quite often, psoriasis is involved with this.
Wow.
And also things like acne as well. So, yeah, a whole range of skin issues that can come from the gut.
From the gut.
Yeah.
Wow, that's just blown my mind. So with gut issues, when people are coming into the clinic from both of you, to see both of you, what are you most commonly seeing? Because I'd love to know, if you're watching out there, I'd love to know if you're experiencing any of these symptoms, because I know, having had the discussion myself, I have, which is why I'm so glad we're talking about this. What are you guys commonly seeing most often?
I reckon bloating would be
Bloating.
the biggest one of the biggest ones. It's just so common.
Bloating, gurgly, gas, uncomfortable, a feeling that I've eaten my food, it is just sitting there. That's really, really common. I call that undigestion, not indigestion. Reflux.
Reflux is another one.
Hormonal issues as a result of all of that, not moving nicely.
And the trouble is that a lot of people think that's sort of normal.
Yes.
Because they've had it for a long time and other people have had it, so it's like, oh.
I did. I thought it was normal.
And you're not dying of it.
No.
And you can function and you can do your day-to-day stuff. So people, it's a very sort of, it's very difficult to get statistics on it, and I tried to get statistics, but it's not a disease. It's a bunch of symptoms, and they're often good today and bad tomorrow. What did I eat yesterday?
That's my story right there.
Yeah, so it's hard.
I'd be really interested to know how many people watching are actually suffering with those similar symptoms, because clearly living in that state of dis-ease, it's not disease, but you're living in discomfort.
That's
Am I right there?
Yeah, you're not optimal. You know that things could be better, and they didn't used to be like that. Is a big clue.
Yeah.
Okay. So when it comes to gut problems and what you're seeing in My Remedy, if we click to the image of the ladder, what often are you most seeing with people on the steps of that ladder? would it be people living suboptimal, as you said, or is it getting a bit more serious at that stage?
It's getting up to the third where they're living with the symptoms, so they're often unwell. They're starting to really get sick of it. They've often actually been to the health store or Dr. Google and they've done something. They come in, and I'll often hear, I don't know about you, Kohei, I've taken probiotics and they didn't work. And it's like, maybe that's not what you need at this point. Maybe you've gone beyond that. Sometimes these people have also been overseas or they've had a gastro bug. And so it's taken their gut that much further into dis-ease and disorder. Okay. So yeah, I'd say the third ladder.
Yeah, and I suppose that's where the middle line works, but obviously it's a scale, and we get the people at the extreme end who have been diagnosed with celiac or ulcerative colitis, and some people actually come in and we do the consultation, and as we go through the consultation, we find out that they get bloating and gassiness, and we're like, did you know that that's not normal?
Yes.
And they're like, oh, right. Okay.
I have to admit, I've lived with it for years. I just thought it's what happened. I didn't realise it means something's not quite right.
That's right.
I just thought that's what my body did. So this has been a bit mind-blowing for me already.
So you don't actually have to live with bloating and pain. You don't have to live with constipation or diarrhea or intermittent. That's right. And you do need to sometimes pull some foods out, because often by the time our gut's not well, food's the last thing it needs. So a lot of people will immediately start cutting things out, dairy and gluten, first on the list. Now, up until, say, 2 years ago, you could eat those. So you don't have a dairy allergy or a gluten allergy, but they certainly are upsetting their already sensitive gut.
Gotcha. I think it's like listening to you reading my diary right now, because I'm looking forward to a day when I no longer bloat an entire dress size. I think I need to come and see you guys myself.
Definitely.
Because seriously, and I'm interested to know, if you're watching right now, how many of you are living with those same symptoms? Because I'm outing myself right now, and I'm being really honest. I've really struggled with my gut for a number of years. I didn't realise that this is not normal.
This isn't aging. This is
no, you
this
can't
is
blame
not
it
right.
on age.
No. Even I can't blame it on age.
Oh wow, look, this is really great. Some great comments coming through. We're just about to go to the news feed and see what you guys have got to say. So thank you. Keep sending in your comments as well, because we love hearing how you might be dealing with your own gut health in your own home. Now, there was another thing that you mentioned during our discussion, and it's the effects of stress and a busy lifestyle on our gut health. Can you just speak into that point? Because you've got a great tip when it comes to eating consciously.
Oh, I do. And this is not do as I say, not as I do all the time. So one of the most important things that we forget about is that we need to rest when we eat. We've heard of fight or flight, which means we go, 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 but there's also rest and digest.
Wow.
And in order to digest, you need to rest. So think of yourself running along and you've got a burger and you're eating it. Okay. Do you do that?
I'm not going to talk about it, but yes, I eat on the run.
Okay. Well, so many of us do. And in the car, people are eating, or they're eating while they're working. Now, you are not resting. So it takes an awful lot of energy to digest that food. So it's either just going to sit there and make you feel awful and you'll get some bloating, or your body might push it through because you've got like an afternoon of work to do. So this is why we get a lot of undigestion feelings. It's just uncomfortable after I eat. It takes an awful lot of energy to digest food. So we need to take time to eat. Wow. Look at your food, love your food, smell it, let your brain get involved. What is it? What digestive enzymes does my body need to create? Chew it, taste it. Your brain's making decisions about everything that you're eating. Let it get into your gut. Let it get churned around, let it get digested, and give it just a moment to start moving down into your intestines and start all of that absorption and everything else that goes on. It's not just about, the food's in my mouth, therefore I've eaten. there's a huge amount of time. And, you know, overseas, and there are countries that people eat what I'd consider to be very hard food to digest, lots of wheat. So in Mexico and in Italy.
Yes.
But what do they do? What do they do?
Well, this is the thing I was just going to mention. It's like the French paradox, isn't it? It's not really the wine, unfortunately, but it's the way they're eating and the things that they're eating.
This lifestyle.
They sit down with their family, the big family, they take their time, they enjoy their meals.
That's right.
And
Happy digesters.
Yeah.
And then the Mexicans, I think it's the Mexicans, they have a siesta.
That's right. Go to sleep.
So, I mean,
Wake
that's
up.
like living the dream.
Yep.
I guess that's why they've always called it a lunch break. You're actually supposed to take a break when you eat.
Yeah.
And, you know, we used to do that. We used to get up in the morning and the traffic didn't take as long as it does now. You had time to eat and then you went to work and then you had a little bit of a break and then you had some lunch and you had time to look after yourself and to digest your food. And I do think that there've always been people with allergies and intolerances, but there's so many now, and I wonder how much our rushing lifestyle has to do with that. All those gut symptoms.
A really good point. So I guess if you want to take one tip away from tonight's show, other than speak to a professional if you are living with some sort of dis-ease or with discomfort, the one thing I would say, a Health Bites tip for tonight is right here on your screen. It's rest and digest. Rest and digest. And make sure you share tonight's show and this tip with your friends as well. Be a mindful eater and see what happens to your gut health. So it's a big night. We've got a big night. We've got a little bit more content coming your way. Very exciting. We are talking tonight about gut health, but always remember, if you are concerned about your health and wellness, there's something really important you need to remember. This show is not here to give you a diagnosis. It is here to inform you about the options available and to allow you to ask questions about those options. We will not give you a specific medical advice or diagnose disease. It's important that if you have any medical concerns, please contact your medical professional. Thank you, Pete, our producer. Now, I do want to hit the news feed really quickly before we delve into talking to you a little bit more there, Kohei, because I'm really excited about this. Now, just over in the news feed, a great message, well, not a great message, but thank you, Debbie Curtis, for sharing. When I'm stressed, I tend to bloat across the top of my tummy, even after doing a mindfulness exercise, and it stays for the whole day. Is this common?
Do you want me to answer?
We can both answer.
We can both answer. Right, I'll make a start.
You make a start.
Okay,
Right.
So this is when you are stressed that you get the...
Yes.
Okay, so just one thing that we need to remember is a little bit of anatomy and physiology. Our adrenals sit right here.
Do they?
Yeah, they're nice and high up, aren't they? Please tell me I've got the right place. And so when we're stressed, this is what we may be feeling, is that pump, 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 pump of adrenaline, which is saying, I'm stressed, I don't have time to eat, I'm just surviving. That's right, it's survival. And we're really good at using adrenaline now. So if you are all up here, you're telling your body, no food is needed, I've got adrenaline, and that food, it's very, very difficult for your food to be going through and digested.
Wow.
And I suppose getting back to, thinking about how stress links back to your digestive function, it doesn't prepare your body for digestion. So you're having less acid or digestive enzymes in your gut because it's not being prepared. That's why a lot of countries, they actually have appetizers that are sour or something that's stimulating. So that stimulates your saliva, which means that you're also secreting digestive enzymes and also hydrochloric acid in your gut. Now, if that's not happening and you eat, then it just sits there for a while. And so something that should digest a little bit quicker stays in your upper stomach area. And that means that you're going to feel bloated up there. and also you get a little bit of regurgitation sometimes, and that turns into reflux.
Not nice.
I've had that too.
Yeah.
I've had the full gamut of it all. So Debbie, I hope that gives you a little bit of insight into what's happening in your body. And look, a really good option for you might be to go and see the people at Power Clinic. Their students are very knowledgeable. They have incredible training, and I know you can get treatment there, or you can get not a diagnosis, but they can talk you through your wellness and your journey back to wellness in a really cost-effective way.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Something just a little bit more than the meditation. Meditation is great.
That's right.
Yes.
But it might not be doing enough to bring down the stress
There you go.
responses.
Excellent. Thanks, team. And that's why we love this show, because it gives you guys a voice to ask the questions to the experts. So Debbie just said, yes, thank you.
Great.
Yay!
We helped someone tonight.
Katie English, isn't this great? Katie English also messaged in, I find that fermented food really helps if I'm suffering with any digestive problems. I just have to remember to put it on my plate.
That's a good point.
How does fermented food work with the gut?
Oh, it's great. It's kind of like it's weird to say natural probiotics, because we have probiotics in capsules.
Yes.
Now that's obviously much higher in strength, but I find that fermented food's a great way to support through your lifestyle, because it's something that's culinary.
Yep.
And it's enjoyable.
Yes.
If you like that particular
Yes.
type of food, and it really does support. But when you have a specific issue, sometimes you need something a little bit more, which
Excellent.
comes to the supplements.
I know for a fact that Master Chef Ray McVinney, my very dear friend, is a huge fan of fermented
Oh,
foods.
they're great.
Is he?
He certainly is. He just raves about it. Thinks they taste amazing. So something that tastes amazing and is good for your gut, double win.
That's right, absolutely. And it's also got that prebiotic nature to it. So it's setting your gut up for the good bacteria to get a home.
Gotcha.
Sometimes just a little bit of caution, a little bit of something is good and a lot is gas.
Yeah.
Okay? Okay.
Okay, excellent. I'm
Got
glad
that.
we had that conversation. Now, Etta Welsh also said hi. Joanna Vincent said, looking good. Michael Ayers also said, looking good, guys. Look, it's great to have you here. Now, a question actually just come in from our lovely friend who's watching over in Kashmir in India.
Wow.
Yeah, I know.
I know who
Namaste
it
to
is.
Raja Chetan. Good to see you on the newsfeed tonight. Oh, this is great. So many lovely comments coming in. Now, let me just find. Raja Chetan just said, when I had subacute pancreatitis, my doctors said, as you are, I think it says alcoholic, not alcoholic. Stress could be the reason for this because he didn't have gallstones. So do you guys or see in your experience that stress can be a big contributor to other conditions? Can you say that? You can't say that, can you? On screen?
Yes, we can
You
say
can,
that.
yeah.
We
Okay,
absolutely
wow.
can. We say that. We
Yeah.
are saying right now that stress is a major contributor to a great many other conditions, because if you've got this center not working, if you're not digesting because you're stressed, if
Right.
you're not detoxifying because you're stressed, then other organs are trying to take over. So other organs are going to have to work harder. Your pancreas might be really, churning out those enzymes and really trying to give you a bit of an extra hand
Right.
to digest. Your liver might be going, hey, it's fine. You don't need to digest that or detoxify. I'll store that in my fats.
Wow.
So if you're not digesting fats, you're going to be starting to get build up and things like problems with your gallbladder. So
Great.
that's
good to
why the gut digestion is so important.
Excellent. Now we do have 3 more weeks or 2 more weeks after tonight of discussing gut health. So keep coming back. Remember, Monday nights New Zealand time, 7 p.m. Raja, thank you for your comment there. It's really, really good to have you on the feed. Raja also said, because he's mentioned to me before, he's struggled with depression and anxiety and OCD. So obviously there's a little bit of adrenaline going on there in the system.
That's right.
That can be really activating that the gut there.
Yeah, I just recently did a talk on depression and how the gut is so important in terms of the relationship.
Wow.
Because like Lynette mentioned briefly about the brain-gut axis,
Yes.
which is a very intimate connection between your gut and your brain. And we have a lot of bacteria in our gut,
Yes.
about 100 trillion.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. That's about 1.4 kgs worth of
Who
bacteria.
counts these things?
Oh, there's these little counters.
There's people.
There's bacteria accountants.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And they communicate with the rest of your body because we're only about 46% human cells.
Yeah.
The rest is bacteria.
We're a colony.
We're like walking petri dishes, really.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I feel so dirty right now.
That's all right.
Just joking.
Some of it's good stuff.
Joking. So, well, that's really interesting to know.
Yeah, so it's a feedback system of if the gut's not working very well, then it's going to feed back into the brain and cause things like inflammation up there as well, which can sometimes even change your brain cells, shrink some of those important cells for comfort and relaxation, whereas it can grow some of the other cells that is more fear-based or survival mode.
Wow.
And if that happens up there, it can also affect the gut as well.
It's all going on here tonight. What a big show we've got. We've still got a little bit more content coming up, so do stick around. We're not too far away from ending the show. Look, thank you guys. This is awesome content right here. I do need to tell you very quickly though, if you are considering having a visit, you can go and see the people at the Power Clinic at the South Pacific College of Natural Medicine. But you guys have mentioned My Remedy several times.
Oh, we have.
I think it's time to talk about My Remedy right now. So what is My Remedy? Have you ever considered that symptoms may be the outward sign of something deeper and can be just be the body's way of saying, help me? Well, the great news is that even small changes from the inside out can affect your health and, in fact, affect your whole health outcome. So, are you ready to make some positive changes? At My Remedy, the team of qualified and registered naturopaths are there to help you with any health condition, and each has their specialty. This is Jo, and she specialises in gut health and gut disorders. Kohei, who's a specialist in allergies, eczema and asthma. Lynette, adrenal fatigue and immune conditions. Mike, cardiovascular and men's health. Amy, optimal health through nutrition and naturopathic principles. And also at My Remedy, there are registered homeopaths such as Kate and clinical hypnotherapist Stephanie, who's here to help with the deepest challenges to your health, your beliefs, fears, habits and behaviours. So if you're ready to create better health for you and your family, try a different approach. Visit myremedy.co.nz or there's their phone number 09 486 2175. Well, if you have just joined the show, welcome. We are talking about gut health tonight, and we do have a special guest on the couch. This is my co-host right here. This is Lynette Hill from My Remedy, and on the couch is Kohei Iguchi. Now, Kohei, you're a specialist in skin, and you're a specialist practitioner at My Remedy as well. What is the skin-gut connection all about?
Oh, it's a really fascinating connection, and we just talked about how the gut flora or the bacterial balance is really important for the brain.
Yes.
Well, your skin is also manifested with lots and lots of bacteria. So if you think about that, we need optimal balance of bacteria on our skin, and that sometimes reflects what's going on here. So say if you've got something like fungal overgrowth,
yes.
Things like candida overgrowth, that is something that every one of us have in our gut. It's just when the balance is shifted and when the bad sort of bacteria overgrows, fungus can also grow as well.
Mind-blowing.
And so from there, it starts to pull out in your skin and it can cause fungal issues like sometimes thrush, obviously, athlete's foot.
Yep.
Yeah. You can get fungal toenails, and also things like seborrheic eczema, which often is related with fungal overgrowth as well.
Right, thank you for that. Now, Kohei has also put together a special video to share with you guys, and the reason he's done this is that both Lynette and Kohei are specialists in HemoView, and we really want to have a quick chat about that before we end tonight's show. But first of all, let's take a look at Kohei's video.
Hi, my name is Kohei Iguchi, and I'm a qualified naturopath, medical herbalist, and advanced HemoView practitioner. If you're suffering from stress and fatigue, digestive issues, skin complaints, allergies, hormonal imbalance, or other chronic illnesses, and would like to address your health concerns naturally, I can help. I offer comprehensive naturopathic consultations to listen and identify the root cause of your problems. Clinical tests such as HemoView, also known as live blood screening, may also be used to assess your current health condition. Treatments involve the use of high-quality, practitioner-only nutritional supplements and herbal medicine. I also believe that appropriate dietary and lifestyle adjustments play a crucial role in your healing process. In natural medicine, we appreciate that you're a unique individual, not just a number. And this is the reason why your treatment plans are always carefully personalized to suit your needs. I have a personal experience of suffering from severe eczema myself, and no amount of medication helped to put my skin at ease. After naturopathic treatment, my skin slowly began to recover. I felt hope, I felt relief, and now I'm eczema free. So you see, I deeply understand what it's like to struggle through an illness. And this is why I am dedicated in providing you with the necessary tools, support, and the care that you deserve. So, if you're concerned about your health and would like to take a more holistic approach, contact me today. For more information, please have a look through my website or come in for a free, no obligations discovery session so that you can find out how I can assist to improve the quality of your life. I'd love to help. Let's talk.
So there you go, Kohei, great video. Thank you so much. Well done, you. Look, it's really good as well to see what you do in action and to hear your story and the passion behind what you do. People can find you, of course, at My Remedy. We've got the details here on the screen for you. My Remedy, you can find Kohei there, myremedy.co.nz. Look, book a time with him. As he said there, you know, if you do want that initial consultation to see if natural medicine is a good fit for you, there's a no obligations consultation as the first part of your journey. Is that right, Kohei?
That's right. It's a 15-minute discovery session,
Yep.
Which doesn't cost you anything except for your time. You can come in with all the questions and fill me in on what's going on with your health, and then I can explain how I can help, which is a great way
Awesome.
to just break that barrier,
Yeah.
you know, if you're unsure about natural medicine.
Excellent. Look, it's a great place to start. And we just do have to remind you, if you have just joined the show, we do have to go through the legalities of what we're doing here. The show is not here to give you a diagnosis. We do want you to join us next week if you've only just joined. The show is here to inform you about the options available and to allow you to ask questions about those options. We will not give you specific medical advice, but it's important to know that if you do have any medical concerns, please contact your medical professional. Look, it is nearly the end of the show. We have loved having you all here with us. We do have to say a very big thank you to some really important people. Obviously, we want to say a very big thank you to the Power Clinic. Thanks, team. If you want to get in touch with them, there's the details on the screen. Also, if you want to book a session with any of the team at My Remedy, you've seen how many amazing practitioners they have there. There's the contact details on the screen. And a very big shout out to our show sponsor, the South Pacific College of Natural Medicine. If you're considering a career in natural medicine, this is a great place to start. Head to their website, www.spcnm.ac.nz. So it is just about time to go. I do have to say a big thanks to Pete Ward from Your Fix TV. A big shout out to him. He's our producer here tonight. A big shout out with our logo. There you go. Yourfix.tv. This show will remain in Facebook, but if you want to watch it again, you can also watch it on the yourfix.tv website, and we'll also place a copy of this show onto the My Remedy website as well. So you can keep watching. If you need to come back to it, it'll be marked, this episode will be marked Gut Health Episode 1. So just going back to the news feed for a moment, Miranda Sophie has just said the gut is the second brain, so important.
That's
Absolutely.
right. Yep.
Excellent.
She knows.
Thank you. Thanks, Miranda. Good to have you on the news feed. Joanna Vincent said, love this, Kohei.
Oh, thank
So
you.
congratulations to
Thanks,
you.
Jo.
We loved it as well. Look, we really want to thank you guys for being part of the show. Jorge, thanks for coming in to be our first official guest here at Health
All
Bites.
right, thanks very much.
Lynette, thank you for sharing your knowledge. You truly are an amazing woman. And we really want you guys to keep watching the show every week. For the next 2 weeks, we've got another live show coming up. And then on the 4th week of this month, you'll get all of the 3 shows back to back. That's what we're doing for the next 5 months of the year. So many great topics coming up. We've got fatigue and adrenal stress coming up. What else are we looking at? Hormones,
all sorts of
men's
things.
health,
Yeah,
a whole bunch of
cardiovascular
topics.
health.
However, we want to know some really important things. We want you to be part of the show. So send us your questions onto this Facebook feed or send them to the My Remedy Facebook page or to your Fix TV, because we want to know, what do you want to see? We'd also love it if you would share the show for us, because we really want to spread the joy and the help of natural medicine and what it can do to help everyone in their everyday life. And make sure you visit the pages of our partners. So find the Power Clinic on Facebook, find the South Pacific College of Natural Medicine, support My Remedy, and support your Fix TV. Now, Kohei, I do have to ask before we go,
Yes.
how can people find you on Facebook?
Oh, on Facebook. I think you can just search my name. Oh no, actually under Iguchi Natural Health.
Iguchi Natural Health?
Yeah, and you should be able to find me there. I'm pretty sure I'm the only Iguchi Natural Health on Facebook.
Excellent.
I hope so.
And there's a lot of interesting content there, and I do a lot of seminars as well. So
Great.
I usually put them up on YouTube, and so you can
Awesome.
access that from my Facebook as well.
And what we'll do on both the My Remedy page and on your Fix TV is we'll share links to your YouTube videos as well. I'd be really interested to see the seminar that you talked about the gut and the mental health
Yeah.
connection. That's one that really triggered for me tonight, having been an ambassador for depression and
Yes.
anxiety. I'd really love to see what that connection is.
Right.
So I hope this has resonated with you guys. Look, we've loved being here tonight. Raja Chetan from Kashmir in India has said thank you. Thank you, Raja, for joining us. Lauren Crow has said love this. Awesome. Lauren, thank you for joining us.
Hi, Lauren.
Miranda Sophie just said these guys are seriously amazing.
Oh, and Miranda is a seriously amazing chiropractor.
We love it.
My chiropractor.
Excellent. And also Debbie Curtis said you guys did amazing. Well done. Well, you know what? We can't do it without you guys. So keep being part of the conversation. Keep being part of the show. Remember, this is Health Bites. We're delivering bite-sized morsels, tasty samples of health information to help you on your way to wellness. Thanks, team, for joining us. Thanks to Pete at Your Fix. Thank you for watching. See you guys next week, next Monday, 7 p.m.